Hello and welcome to Cherry Hills. In this episode today we are going to continue looking at the animal husbandry that we've kind of been looking at in the last few episodes. One of the things we have done is basically we set up the cows and the sheep, got them fed and watered and set up, and they're kind of ticking along nicely. They're producing manure and milk from the cows, and the sheep are producing wool. So they're kind of ticking along, as I say, quite nicely. And we didn't set up any pigs, and there was kind of a reason for that. That we just, didn't, for the amount of effort and the work and to get the pigs up and running with food and everything else. Kind of thought against that. Actually, I've been kind of thinking about this, and I'm thinking actually we probably need another source of manure. Yes, the cows are producing enough, a lot, but I've kind of been thinking we need to get a second source. So what I have done is sort of yesterday, off camera, I went out and picked up a couple of things. I actually picked up this Silverado we're looking at the moment, and this little trailer here, and at the same time I picked up some pig food pallets, and I picked up a telehandler, and so I've dropped those down at the pig sty. And what we're going to do next is we're going to go and buy some pigs. So what we need to do is pop across the road and pick up the animal transporter, and let's head up to the yard for pick up some pigs. So what the idea is, we're going to pick up 100 pigs, and we are going to sort of drop those into the pigsty, get them fed and watered, feeding them, because we don't have the pig food mixer operational. We will need to feed them off pallets. What I have done is actually injected into the server an enhanced pig food pallet, which just has a bit more volume in, just so we can essentially not have to have as many pallets. This is a multiplayer server, and things like bales and pallets, if you have a lot of them, they upset the server, they make it laggy. So we've got these enhanced pallets which have a lot more in them, and as a result we don't need to have as many of them lying around. I don't want to carry literally like 30 of them down to the pigsty, and we're going to find somewhere to store them and all that kind of good stuff. So what we're doing is just basically having those sort of stored. We've bought 6 of them, and these are enhanced parts. They have 12,000 litres in them, which is way more than we need, I think, at the moment. But essentially we just need one of those pallets. It will basically feed these pigs for a day or so, a few days maybe, and we can just purchase in parts as we need. So what we're going to do is we're driving up to the cattle yard with our transport, and let's grab some pigs. Well, almost round the building. Too far. Okay, so pigs. We want 100 of these suckers. Let's get them all loaded. And so the pigs for us will basically be manure, and then they'll get to a point where we'll actually sell some off. So we're going to just let these guys reproduce, and effectively we will only ever buy 100 of these. We may buy more cows. I think we might buy some more cows. I'm not sure if I will do them today. Actually, I might do that today. I kind of want to get the cow herd, up to about 800. Now I either do that purchase and then let them organically grow, or I let them organically grow up to 800. They are breeding pretty quickly at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically see what happens. Ooh, we are driving pretty erratically today. Whoa, this guy is literally too slow. Yeah, there's a speed limit on this road, and that's 50 miles an hour. He's literally going at granny speed. It's the kind of speed that basically Sunday driver, that's the word. So literally we are going to drop these in the pigsty. The pigsty's entrance is not right at the same spot as the cows and the sheep. It's actually a little bit further down the road. When I was I bought that trailer and the thing, it's actually was quite annoying actually, because it's couldn't get the trailer into the area for the pigs. It was literally like trying to turn this into this bit here, and it was catching the fence. I literally had to kind of make a wide berth and sort of go up through the grass and around, but eventually we did get those in. So I need to find the drop-off location. I think it's actually where the telehandler is. So I bought that telehandler. I usually buy the JCB one, but I actually was looking, and this one might be a little bit more stable. I've had some issues with the telehandler from JCB being a little bit problematic because of the way, the shape of the vehicle. Trying to unload all of these. I wish there was a kind of a unload all button. Sorry for the clicking. I have a very clicky mouse. Okay, so we've got pigs. Yay. So let me just pop this wagon just in the driveway. What I'm going to do, I need to actually, I'll take this back because I need to bring the water truck down here. The pigs need pig food, obviously. They need water. They can live without straw. However, we will add straw. That's not a big deal. We've got tons of that, and we've got a ton on the field as well that we need to pick up, which is a job for later. Now, that's... So we got the straw to do. For the pigs, we've just got to basically too far. We just have to feed them, get their water in, get their food, which is from the pallets. Which is fairly straightforward to deal with. Basically, it is literally just lift the pallet over the pot, wait for the pallet to unload. Because of the where's the water truck gone? Oh, there it is. We also sort of moved some pallets actually out of the way of the sheep yesterday, so we've got in the wool. We picked up some wool pallets. We've got literally like 5, I think, 4 pallets, maybe 6. I think there's 1 on there already that makes it 6. We're using the same water tanker. Usually what I would do, I did this on Pine Cove, I literally had 1 tanker for each animal type, and kind of had it stationed on the fill point. I might do that I might get another tanker actually for the pigs, because we've got to go do this trip. But for the sheep and the cows, having the single tanker is actually makes sense. I just don't want to buy a new one at the moment, so I'm just going to use this here. We could actually take it up through the sheep pasture actually, because there is a gate there that would allow us to go through. So I'm just going to fill that up. Let's grab the telehandler. So the telehandler is this Mani 2. The telehandler has a it actually has a auto loading fork on it. It's the one that I put together to kind of basically do the job. Oops, these are I'll never get used to this. This is actually quite interestingly, this is actually kind of a nice telehandler. I haven't used this. See, this is one of the reasons. This is a very heavy. What I'm actually thinking is I kind of want to just put this over to one side. Basically, the way I see it is that this could probably just sit here until it's empty, and it will constantly feed. It would literally just constantly feed the pigs from there. It's out of the way as well, which basically means we just don't have to worry about it. That's going to fill the pig feed up, and that was kind of there. Let's just check out the thing. So they've got everything in there. They've got food, so that's cool. We just need straw, and these guys will basically be all set. So what we just need is a tipper. That's got grass in it. That's got TMR in it. Can we get rid of some of that? We're going to have to take one of these back to the farm and actually unload it. Okay, so I'll take the small one that's got the TMR in it, because the grass one kind of gets used a little bit more. So that's not a big problem. We can just drop that off here. It's not far as well. The other thing we did as well is I was kind of reading Stevie's Facebook page actually, and he's basically been kind of playing this map too. And that's actually a really good sign, you know, a guy plays his own maps. But one of the things he's actually commented on is the fact that basically Silo is not big enough. So he actually commented on the fact that he's basically he's upgraded his silo to take 10 million capacity. Based on the yields of these fields, essentially, the 2.5 million capacity that the silos had already just was not enough. It was literally, you'd fill it, and we would have filled it if we hadn't sold. We'd have filled it a couple of times now, but I've been selling and using a lot of the grain to sort of in this sort of interim. I'm going to take a little bit more than this actually. So I've been using and selling some of the grain to sort of kind of keep that inside that limit, and what I did as well, whilst I was doing some injecting mods, I opened up the map with the editor, and I changed myself the yields, the storage capacity on the well, that's a big pile, on the actual silos to 10 million. If the actual author of the map is actually kind of commenting on the fact that basically it needs to have more, then it needs to have more. So that's what I've done. It basically means that we've got a lot more storage capacity when we get up and running. I think the spelt harvest that's kind of due, we harvested in the last episode the wheat off field 1, and that went well. We got 400,000. We got close to 400,000 litres out of it. Actually, we got over 400,000 litres out of that one field. So literally doing this with I know the pigs, get out of the way. Do they move if you honk? No, they fucking don't. Literally, piggy, move! I want to give you some straw. Okay, so that was crazy. Okay, so they've got straw, they have food, so we're just going to leave the pigs to their own devices and let them basically reproduce the fuck out of each other. Just keep them fed and watered. So they're going to produce shit for us, quite literally. They're going to produce manure. So the cunning master plan is basically when we need manure, we take it straight from there, and we just need them to produce a lot of manure in order to do that. We also need manure for the compost. Sorry, not for the compost, for the greenhouses. I can't remember if there's actually 1 or 2 sets of greenhouses on here. I need to check. I think there's only 1. I think there might be 2. Anyway, what we will do is we need the manure and we need compost for the greenhouses. We need 200,000 litres to get all 5 of them up and running. So once we have 200,000 litres of compost, which actually reminds me, and once we'll do that now, is we will actually unload the compost master into the trailer that's parked down here. Now, let's just cycle through the hook lifts. So this this hook lift here, we're going to fill this guy with compost, so we can get the compost master running again. The compost master has diesel to spare, and it has let's see, it has 100,000. So basically the principle will be that the remainder wood chips and stuff that have gone into here will basically mean we'll probably produce another 200,000 litres of compost. This can go either to the BGA or it can go to the greenhouses, one or the two. We do have enough. Okay, we will soon have enough manure to do the greenhouses. So by the time, I think actually we'll put this in the BGA, and this will go into the greenhouses. So what we will do, so that's that, is that. Let's just check on the BGA actually whilst we are thinking about it. This digester over here, we were just going to drop outside the line. So this obviously we need more digestate in here. This is running 62,000. Let's unload the last of that. What we need to do, this will basically keep going till this is full. We need to drop some stuff into the BGA. That'll help. So I'm kind of holding on to some wool. So this truck here's got 5 crates of wool. What I'm actually going to do is we have a full one there, so we'll have 6 total. So we have 6 total of the wool. We use the auto trailer. It's fine. The actual positioning of these pallets is not ideal, but it's okay. So we can take, if memory serves, this is set up. It can do 10 pallets. So my plan is next great demand for wool. I will sell that, or I will sell it when we get to 10. We have a great demand at the moment on hay up at Jed's Windrow, but I don't think really there's enough money in hay to actually warrant it. So one of the things we injected yesterday as well is all of the Sutcliffe mods, so we can do the production there. So at some point we will kick that into being, but just not yet. Strangely enough, Barnes 3 is better price than Jeb's whatever, which is weird. The price has been stable. We could go and sell some other stuff actually, some wheat and maybe some barley. We wanted to. We'd essentially have to do some trips, but we shall see. So everything's up and running on the pig front. They're all happy. With we can hopefully the BGA. This will be full. So let's go drop this off at the BGA and start that rolling. Turn around. So this compost master is basically going to feed this BGA. It does require us to do a little journey, but that's not a problem. We do have a second compost. Well, we have 3 compost masters if memory serves on this map, and we could run up the other BGA. We'll have a think about that. We might use some of the straw to do that from the field 1 harvest that's just been completed. We've yet to pick up that straw. That's a job in itself. It'll take a while to do that one. It's probably an hour or two's worth of work essentially. I will probably do that later on today off camera. I'm thinking next crop on that field 1 is to do beets. So something that's kind of, and soybeans on field 3. So basically, again, I've kind of been, we only have the 2 fields, and it means we can only run 2 crops at a time. There's only so much we can do. I am thinking, beets will basically give us a big head start on pig food and also potentially some good price. We have will have a need for soy beans. I am planning to definitely to fire up the soy milk production, because that will actually give us some pig food as well. And I think what I'm going to do with that beastie is set that up once we've got a good big so tight. So once I've got a supply of soybeans, and basically I need essentially we need to do a harvest of those, and that shouldn't be a big deal. Right, park, unload. Let's drop 50k of this stuff on here, and we can just leave this guy here for the moment, and that's going to happily chew through that. So we just need to unload that every little while. So the digester on our small BGA is up and running again, so to make digestate from our compost. Obviously we were currently on this one up here. Want to get that up and running. That's fairly straightforward. We just need diesel for that. We'll need another diesel truck. What we'll probably do, because we are actually running low on diesel, is this needs to basically, the next load of this needs to go into this compost producer, and we probably need to do it with this one as well. We've got enough for both, I think. One of the things I did yesterday is I have these two guys. I moved one of the wood trucks from the top down here and got these loaded up. We need to kind of decide where this wood's going, to be honest. My initial thought is actually keep it local. We have on the map here a place where I think I might put some production, and I'm thinking of dropping down the pallet factory and the carton factory for the Savapa production line. Get those running down here, or potentially on this one here, maybe, I don't know. Get those up and running, and so take a load of trees down there, basically. We need a wood chipper, essentially, down here. It kind of needs to be good and close to a source of wood chips, to be honest. So it's either it goes here, or we put it here and we kind of transport the wood chips. We don't need a huge amount of wood chips. It doesn't need to be a big supply. We're still cutting trees down here. We've got a lot of trees to go and a lot of trees around here, so there's bound to be lots of wood chips to come. So that's that. So with that, I think for this little episode, we've been productive. We've got the pigs up and running, fed, watered, bought, and everything else. We've just kicked off the digester again, and so the composter is now back up and running because it's now short of load, not full. So with that, we are fairly in good stead. We're waiting. So in this game day, it is literally 8 nearly 9 p.m. So we'll have a milk sale later on at midnight. We're using auto milk sales. I'm not selling them. I'm not doing the sale myself. I'll let the system do it and get it sold. So that'll be handy, and that'll get sold for us. We're not making a profit today. We made a loss every day so far this week, but we've been buying equipment. Not as much as previous days, but we've been buying equipment to sort of kind of help things move along. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button, and if you like the series and I want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. There are a few map and mod reviews coming in the next few days on the channel as well. There is I think I've got queued up a few things that you'll see probably before this is released, but there are definitely a few map and mod reviews going to be coming as well. I'm going to look to sort of get a few stacked up, ready to go. Once you've kind of seen this episode, you'll probably have seen a bunch of maps and mods get released, but we'll have more to come after this, definitely. I'm going to try and do a few more mods. I've been doing a lot of maps, but definitely watch out for those. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and goodbye and have a good day.